Hello, I'm Tomi Oladipo. Welcome to the program. As emergency talks take place on dealing with the violence in Haiti, the United States says this is a critical moment. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Jamaica to discuss the situation with leaders of Caribbean nations and other international diplomats. Haiti's prime minister, who's under pressure to resign, is not attending the meetings. And dozens of people have been killed in Haiti as gang violence spirals out of control, with attacks on government buildings, including police stations and prisons.
Thousands of Haitian families have been forced to flee their homes as armed gangs take control of much of Haiti's capital.
I worked for the Ministry of Social Affairs for over 20 years and was able to build my own house. But now here I am, homeless. I'm fleeing without knowing where to go. It's an abuse.
The violence ramped up once again in Port-au-Prince over the weekend. Armed gangs attacked police stations and set part of the Interior Ministry on fire. Many Haitians have suffered gunshot wounds or been killed.
It's a matter of life and death, and there's no question of public or private ownership of state property. Imagine if we were all killed in Port-au-Prince. What use would this building be? What are we going to do with it?
Armed groups unleashed chaos in late February in an effort to oust Prime Minister Ariel Henry, who was visiting Kenya.
Finally, we signed.
There he lobbied for a UN-backed deployment of a police force from the East African country to fight gangs. He could not return home after his plane was refused permission to land. Calls for peace are amplifying. Washington is discussing a proposal to introduce urgent political reforms with the Caribbean community and Haitian politicians.
The proposal that is on the table that CARICOM has developed over the past several days in consultation with Haitian stakeholders, in consultation with the United States, would expedite a political transition through the creation of a broad-based independent presidential college to steer the country toward the deployment of a multinational security support mission and free and fair elections, and that's what I expect the Secretary will be discussing.
The US and the European Union have evacuated their diplomatic staff from Haiti due to the surge in violence. With no prime minister and violent gangs now in control, only international intervention is likely to restore order.
William O'Neill is the UN independent expert on the human rights situation in Haiti. We asked him earlier if the gangs will be part of the political negotiations to restore peace in Haiti.
I certainly hope not. I hope they get put in jail, the leaders. Most of the gang members are teenagers, young people who've been forcibly recruited, and they have to be dealt with in another way, like demobilized child soldiers. But really, it'd be like negotiating with Hamas or someone. I mean, the gang leaders have been terrorizing the population for years now, and especially the last few weeks. Killings, disappearances, rapes that people can't even count, the kidnappings for ransom. So these are brutal, violent people who have actually no popular support. They may control territory, but they rule through sheer terror over the population. So I think that they should not be part of any negotiation. They'll have to be controlled. I don't think that would be too complex. They don't have an ideology other than power and money. It's not like Al-Shabaab or Al-Qaeda that they're willing to die for a leader or some ideology. If someone is stronger than they are, they will not fight. They're not going to commit suicide.
Let's go now to DW reporter Daniel Muteti for more on this. Daniel, we heard earlier that the Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry went to Kenya to ask for a UN-backed police deployment in Haiti. Why Kenya?
Basically, Kenya is the only country that volunteered to lead the multinational security team that would comprise of 1,000 Kenyan police officers who are trained to handle the situation in Haiti. And their primary role was to support and train the Haitian police forces to basically be able to protect strategic infrastructure and also restore normalcy. So last week in Nairobi, basically what the Prime Minister was doing was signing a bilateral agreement which was missing to this whole procedure, so that Kenyan police officers can be deployed in Haiti. And if just to bring you up to speed, in January in 2023, the Parliament actually approved the deployment of the forces in Haiti. But in January this year, the High Court in Kenya stopped that deployment, terming it as unconstitutional and illegal. Currently, as we are speaking, the court is with the case is with the Court of Appeal. So it still remains to be seen what the proceedings from the court case will be.
And Daniel, we're just looking at some images as you were speaking. Those are images from Kenya, of the Kenyan police in action. What do people in Kenya think about their security forces going on this mission?
To be honest, the sentiment in Kenya is sharply divided over this plan to deploy Kenyan police officers in Haiti. The Kenyans themselves, the Kenyan public is against this deployment, and they are saying that in Kenya they have already enough security challenges that are not being addressed appropriately by the police officers, and they are just trying to read what is the gain by deploying police officers in Haiti. So it's not making sense to many Kenyans, but the government leaders are insisting and are saying that it's important for Kenya to raise up and actually lead this UN multinational security mission in Haiti, because the Kenyan government feels that they are able to restore peace and order in Haiti.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. DW's Daniel Muteti, thank you for that.